Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Fidus Trading Channel. Here again with another daily market analysis video. It is the 21st of March 2025, and we are looking at the markets on this beautiful Friday. Also noting that we are stepping into a weekend, so any trades we're taking today, we're not looking to hold over the weekend unless it is based upon long-term fundamentals, which we will have a look at a bit later in the video. So, without further ado, let's hop into the markets and take a look at the movements between yesterday and today. Starting with NAS 100 on the 4-hour chart, we can see that the pair is still very much in a bullish consolidative move, still respecting the bullish trend line, which is running up here, while also respecting the resistance level at 19,880. So markets did go up, tapped that level, and then came right back down. I was able to get a little bit of a buy from the bottom all the way to the top before the markets fell. Looks like the trend line is still very much being respected, and that consolidation, bullish consolidation, is holding. There's not much change in terms of the RSI and the moving average since yesterday. RSI is still showing a very consolidative nature at 50, with price trailing upon the RSI. So with price trailing upon the moving average. So essentially giving us an indication that the market is in a sort of consolidation. So with the higher lows being created, we can see the bullish consolidation. On the lower time frame, we can see that the 50 RSI is still very much in place, so consolidative there, with price breaking and settling just upon the moving average, which in turn indicates the consolidative nature of the markets. I will not be looking to trade today because there's very minimal space between the bullish trend line and the resistance level to take a long position. Thus, I will be staying out of these markets until I see clear directional buys for the medium term or towards the long term. Taking a look at US 30 on the 4-hour time frame, this pair is a lot more bullish than NAS 100, as we've mentioned before. Price has broken above the 50 moving average, and we can see that the RSI indicates that we are above 50 between 70, which is very much a bullish confluence. We can also note that there is a bit of a resistance level at 42,000, which has been tapped multiple times and seems to be holding strong. Going into the lower time frame, we can see although there's still a very strong bullish nature in the market in terms of the higher lows that are being created, the higher highs which are formed are not very far apart from each other compared to the higher lows. We have a higher low there, higher low here, higher low here, higher low right here, whereas the higher highs between each other are very minimal. There's minimal movements between them. So although we are getting signals for bullish movements, the upside potential is currently extremely limited. And if I were to actually draw an accurate trend line, you can see we have a bit of a bearish rising wedge in play here. If I were to just go like that and pull these here, we can very much see the markets rising, but rising at an extremely tight rate. So it will be interesting to see how this market plays out. We are approaching, we are testing the 42,000 level at the moment. However, we could potentially go up to 42,400 and test set level there. In terms of the 1-hour, price is trading above the moving average, but our RSI indicates consolidation. Thus, I'll be staying out of these markets until I see a firm directional bias. If the market does tap here and provide a nice bullish signal and there is enough space to trade, I would be looking for a push to the upside and potentially trade the 400 pips to the upside. In terms of gold, as I mentioned, price tapped the support level yesterday at 3027, and it had a push up there, but it did not reach the resistance level at 3055. It actually fell short at 3046 before turning around, and we are currently retesting the support level. It seems that we are having a bullish turn, but noting the fact that we did not create a new high, it could be a sign that price is reversing or that we are just in a very broad range consolidation move. Nonetheless, I'd be looking to trade from 3033 to 3047. It is about a 14-point difference, so 114 pips or 140 pips, and that would still provide a decent profit margin, although not very high. Nonetheless, I will still be looking to take that opportunity. Excuse me. Just taking a look at the indicators, we can see that price is below the moving average right now on the 1 hour. And in terms of consolidation, we are showing, in terms of RSI, we are showing a little bit of a bearish nature where we are below 50 between 30, but it looks like we are approaching that 50 level very soon. On Euro USD, we can see very much consolidative nature here. Price found resistance at 1.094 as mentioned yesterday, with support at 1.082. We can currently see the support level is being tested for the third time and seems to be holding strong, but we'll have to see what price action does in the coming hours. Taking a look at the indicators, we can see that price is broken below the 50 moving average, and we are currently trading below 50 on the RSI, which is two bearish confluences. Although I would be looking for a long position from the support, I am cognizant of the fact that we have a bearish trend line on the 1 hour, and I would be looking to trade that accordingly. Right now, our lower high has formed at 1.085, so a break above that may indicate we are heading to the upside, but then again, this is a break and retest level. We could hold very strong here, test this, and keep going further down. So I will play this according to a break of this level. We do see a double bottom formation here. However, noting the indicators are showing bearish signs, with price trading below the 50 moving average in the 1 hour and showing a little bit, no, it's not even RSI divergence, but we are trading below the 50 on the RSI. So further bullish momentum could be at play here, but nonetheless, we trade what we can see, and right now we are in that consolidation phase. I think this trend line can be removed now, which is okay. So from here, we would want to see how it reacts to the 1.0856 level. Based on the reaction there, whether it's a breakup, retest, and a push higher, or a test and a push lower, we will trade accordingly once market directionality has been established. In terms of Euro JPY, Euro JPY is showing some signs of the bull stepping back in, but again, that it seems to have pivoted in a very odd position on the 4-hour chart. In terms of indicators, the moving average is not currently giving us a pretty accurate reading because we are trading upon it at the moment. We've broken below, but we seem to be breaking back above, with RSI nearing 50, which is a consolidative phase. So the signals on the higher time frame are not showing any indication of market directionality. Thus, it isn't really providing us with an accurate direction to trade. Even on the 1 hour, lots of confusion where price moving bearish, had a move into the extended region and then completely reversed, currently sitting upon the bearish resistance trend line that price has broken back into. So right at this moment, price could go in either direction. We could hit this bearish trend line and come all the way down to the support at 160.16, or we could keep pushing higher. Only time will tell. With regards to USD JPY on the 4-hour chart, we are seeing bullish signs. Price is trading above the 50 moving average, and we can currently see the RSI is above 50 between 72 bullish confluences, We also do have a bullish trend which has formed on the 4-hour chart despite the major bearish push down off the bearish resistance channel. Going into the 1-hour to get a more accurate description, we can see that price has found support at 1.48.34. At about 9 o'clock yesterday morning, we had a huge bullish engulfing candle on the 1-hour, followed by a bullish trend which is held strong. Now, that being said, on the 1-hour, we did tap the overextended region at 70. We are still very much bullish on the RSI, with price breaking above the 50 moving average. Although we did have a break below the 50 moving average before a break above, so this still needs to be confirmed that the momentum behind the 50 moving average on the 1-hour is sustainable. At the moment, I would like to see how the reaction is to the bearish resistance trend line. Potentially, we could see further upside based on the indicators, but as we've seen in the past, we make plans and the market laughs. So we wait for confirmation on market directionality. If it breaks above 1.50, I would then be looking for buys to the upside. So just a quick run through of the rest of the pairs. We can see Bitcoin trading a bit lower today at 84,000 from its highs at 87,000 yesterday. So seeming like we have a bit of the bear stepping into the market, but nonetheless, we still have a bullish trend line which we can trade across. Overall, long-term trend is still very much bearish, however. CHF-JPY seems to have found that turning point at the break and retest level of 168.52. Although the bulls seem to be stepping in, there's not a lot of momentum behind this on the 4-hour. We just go down to the 1-hour and observe. You can see the momentum's really low. You are trading below the 50 moving average, so I would observe this and see how it plays out before I take any sorts of trades. And I believe that is our analysis for the day ahead. Let's take a look at fundamentals and see what's happening there. So fundamentals for today, not really anything that's going to impact us. We have CAD news, so very much a technical trading day. So make sure you adhere to your risk management strategies, trade cautiously. Right now, the market directionality for many of these pairs is very much unknown. We have to wait and see per session what the markets are doing. It is currently 10 o'clock by me, and we're about to enter the London session at 10:30. At 10:30, I will wait to see how the markets during the London session react, what type of market directionality we get at the initial signs of the session, and trade the momentum accordingly. But with that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic trading day and also a fantastic weekend ahead. I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.